Debbie's fate revealed in Coronation Street, as her prison sentence is delivered. Don't do it, Debbie. Don't go to jail for conniving Carl Webster's, Jonathan Howard, crime. That is the plea of every Coronation Street viewer in the land. Will Debbie Webster sue Devaney? Listen to reason. The day of Debbie's sentencing hearing is fast approach, and sadly she's showing little sign of changing her plea to not guilty. Her love for creepy Carl is so strong that she's willing to take the fall for dangerous driving under the influence resulting in the death of beloved Weatherfield vicar Billy Mayhew, Daniel Brocklebank. Even though Carl was behind the wheel, the worst Webster hit a new low after causing the Corriedale crash. When he slid an unconscious Debbie into the driving seat to avoid facing the consequences himself, Debbie's vascular dementia made her the perfect person to frame, as she easily could have forgotten getting behind the wheel. But even though she's realized that her seatbelt bruise from the accident means she must have been sitting in the passenger seat, Debbie stood by her decision to protect Carl and plead guilty despite her brother Kevin, Michael Lavelle, and husband Ronnie Bailey of Intermorgan, begging her not to. Fans were outraged and confused by Debbie's noble act of sacrifice for a man who would happily see her behind bars, just to save his own skin. But that sacrifice started to make a lot more sense when we saw Debbie take out a box of keepsakes containing a baby bracelet, which proved that she is actually Carl's mum. With Debbie's freedom hanging in the balance, upcoming scenes will see her drop some serious truth bombs on Carl that will rock his entire world. Will it be enough for him to save her? The week gets off to a bad start when Debbie accidentally calls Ronnie by the name of her ex-husband, Ray Crosby, Mark Frost. Deeply worried, Ronnie confides his worries in Carl. But after having a strange conversation, he fills Debbie in and she dashes out. The guilt gets too much for Carl, and he drops a huge bombshell on Debbie. He was the one driving the car. But Debbie reveals that she's always known the truth, but wants to protect him. Then Debbie reveals the mother of all secrets. How will Carl react? The day of judgment arrives at the hotel, as Ronnie chivies Debbie to hurry up and get ready for court. When Ryan Prescott, hands over the key to her flat and reveals that Carl left it at reception, Debbie's heart breaks to think her son won't be there to support her. Announcing that there's one more thing she needs to do, Debbie hurries out, finds Carl and tells him it would mean the world to her if he came to court. Will he listen? As Debbie takes her place in court, she's pleased to see Ronnie, Kevin, Ryan and ABI Webster, Sally Carmondutine, there in support. But her face falls to see no sign of Carl. Then the moment of truth arrives at last, and Debbie is called forward to receive her sentence.